And let's get right to it. The Bronx Knights, as you can see in the league standings, are 13-11, 3.5 games behind the Mariners for first place. Calendar just lost a quick 2-game set to the Atlanta Braves, and after a day off, starting a 3-game set at home against the Texas Rangers. Playful game. Home team. As the home team, we play at Classic Yankee Stadium. I don't like the MLB network broadcast. I like the show broadcast much better, so change that. Okay. Please like and subscribe. Let's hope I can get back on the winning side of things. I've lost 2 straight. Don't want to make it 3 straight. Here at Classic Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York, the Texas Rangers are visiting the Bronx Knights. Pitching for the Knights is Patrick Joseph, making his 3rd start of the season. So far, he's 2-0 with a 4.63 earned run average. And leading off for the Texas Rangers is Johnny Damon, hitting 270 with a homer and 10 runs batted in. And he tries to bunt, but pops it up to the pitcher for out number 1. Starting lineup for the Texas Rangers: Johnny Damon just led off. Ben Zobrist is the second baseman. Ernie Banks, shortstop. Eddie Murray is the first baseman. Minnie Minoso is in left. Ivan Rodriguez is the catcher. Corey Dickerson is the designated hitter. Yasiel Puig is the right fielder. And I do not know who's playing third base because I can't read it fast enough. And here's the pitch from Joseph. Strike 1 inside corner, 96 on the radar gun. Here's Matt Termini at third base and Max Lukelich in left field. And swing and a miss way out in front of the slider. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the curveball, strike 3. Second out of the inning. Here's the replay.
The shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Next up is Ernie Banks, hitting 284 with 4 homers. Fouls off the first pitch. He also has 19 runs batted in this season. Pretty decent number. And the curveball is just low. Count evens at 1-1. Fastball inside corner, 2-1. Freddie Ferguson's behind the plate, probably a fictional umpire. And he fouls off the fastball. Count evens at 2-2. And he hits it high and deep. And with 2 outs in the 9th inning, Ernie Banks hits a solo home run, his 5th of the season. And the Texas Rangers jump off to a 1-0 lead. Welcome to Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin, and you just witnessed, or just are now witnessing, the replay of Ernie Banks hitting a solo home run to give the Texas Rangers a 1-0 lead over the Bronx Knights. And watch it fly. Please like and subscribe. This season, the Bronx Knights are 13-11, 3.5 games behind the Seattle Mariners, first place. And Joseph tosses pitch number 1 for a strike to Eddie Murray, who's hitting 292 with 3 homers and 12 runs batted in. And he hits a line drive down the line, but foul. Count quickly goes to 0-2. Breaking ball just off the plate inside. Count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. But again, not before. Ernie Banks' solo home run, his 5th of the season, gives them a quick 1-0 lead. Pitching for the Texas Rangers, Jordan Yamamoto, making his 6th start of the season. He's 1-2. He deserves better than a 1-2 record because his ERA is 2.63. And leading off for the Bronx Knights, Max Lukulich hitting .307 with a run batted in. Doesn't have a lot of production. He does have 6 stolen bases so far this season. And Max hits it high and deep. This one's got a chance, but at the warning track, Yasiel Puig makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Starting lineup for the Bronx Knights, Max Lukulich, batting leadoff. Don Mattingly at first, Chris Ramos at second, Michael O'Rourke patrolling center. Jacob Salazar is today's shortstop, Matt Termini at third base. Benny LoCicero in right, Anthony Mello at catcher, and Matthew Saps batting ninth as the designated hitter. Don Mattingly hitting .333 steps up to the plate, takes ball 1.
Oh, that's just out.
And he just checks it. It's low, ball 2. And he hits it high and deep, but to the warning track, Yasiel Puig makes yet another catch for the second out of the inning, just in on his hands.
The
Second baseman Chris Ramos is up, hitting .329 with 6 homers and 15 runs batted in. He's a switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Yamamoto. And he takes the pitch number 1 for ball. This is the season year 2024. It's been going on for about 3 seasons.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Ball, that pitch is out.
And the pitch is high. Count is 3-0. Michael O'Rourke is on deck. He's got the red light. I don't swing at 3-0 pitches.
Hey.
Inside corner, strike 1. Hitters count. And yet again, in almost the exact same spot, Puig makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Busy inning in right field. So after 1 inning of play, it's Texas 1, Bronx Knights nothing. Leading off for the Texas Rangers, Minnie Minoso. He was a little cold in his last 8 games, but overall he's hitting .247 with 5 homers and 14 runs batted in. Strike 1, 95 on the radar gun. And he fouls off the next pitch, down 0-2. And he hits a hard line drive to the LoCicero in right field, but he chases it down for the first out of the inning. Nice play by Benny in right field. Ivan Rodriguez steps up to the plate, hitting .315 with 2 homers and 11 runs batted in. And he pops it up on the first base side. Mattingly is over and settles under it to make the catch. 2 pitches, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Corey Dickerson hitting .209 with no homers and 9 runs batted in so far. And it's in there, strike 1. And he hits a hard ground ball through the right side for a base hit. And with 2 outs in the second, The Texas Rangers have a base runner.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 66,
Yasiel Puig, making his first start of the season, swings at the first pitch and flies it deep but playable to LoCicero in right field for the final out of the second. And after 1.5 innings of play, it's still 1-0. Leading off for the Bronx Knights is Michael O'Rourke, hitting .360 with 4 homers and 17 runs batted in. And he hits it high and deep. Oh, that's gonzo. Michael O'Rourke hits his 5th home run of the season. And the game is tied. Oh, there he comes. There is that youthful exuberance on display. You know, sooner or later, if he keeps doing this, catcher's going to punch him right in his face. Oh, look at this. Look, seriously. Honestly, it's embarrassing. Here's the replay. Next up is Jacob Salazar, playing shortstop today, hitting .323 with 2 home runs and 17 runs batted in. He hits it high and deep, but foul. And he takes strike 2. Outside corner. And it's a line drive. Oh, he dropped it. Murray picks it up, and he'll have no play. Score decides that that's a base hit, not an error on Murray. Not sure if I agree, but I'll take it. Matt Termini is up. He's hitting .293 on the season. And he checks his swing. It's low for ball 1. He has 2 homers and 12 runs batted in so far in 2024. So nobody out. Runner at first is Salazar. Termini at the plate. And he checks his swing, but that one's in there for a strike. Count evens at 1-1. And he grounds it to the third baseman, over to second for 1, back to first, double play. And that quickly, there are 2 outs in the inning. Benny LoCicero hitting .264 with 3 homers and 22 RBIs. Steps up to the plate. He's been really good with runners in scoring position this season. And hits it hard, but right at the second baseman. He throws to first for the final out of the inning. But not before Michael O'Rourke hit a solo home run to tie this game at 1. So bottom of the third, Bobby Dalbeck hitting .211 steps up to the plate. Joseph winds and pitches. And he hits a line drive to Lukelich, but he doesn't have to move very far, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Up next for the Rangers, the center fielder, Johnny Damon.
And makes the catch. Johnny Damon. Line out in the first. He's 0 for 1 in the game. And he takes a strike. Top of the third. 1 out. And he grounds it to Ramos at second. He fields, fires. Got him. 2 outs.
Now back, second base.
Ben Zobrist struck out in the first. He steps up to the dish. Oh, and he hits it high and deep. That one's not coming back. Solo homer for Zobrist, his second of the season, and it's 2-1 Texas. He knew it the minute he hit it. Short porch in right field at Old Classic Yankee Stadium. That one might have been in the upper deck. Yes, it was. Next up, solo home run of his own in the first inning is Ernie Banks. And he hits a line drive base hit to right field. LoCicero gets it back in quickly. With 2 outs in the third, a single for Banks. Here's the replay.
The first baseman, number
Just goes with it the other way. Small step, one-handed swing. Eddie Murray, switch hitter. Struck out in the first, he's up. And he fouls off the fastball, 95 on the radar gun. And the slider is down and in for ball 1. Count is even. He goes after the curveball. Outside corner, fouls it off. It's 1-2. Fouls it back. Count remains 1-2. Eddie Murray was famous for playing for the Baltimore Orioles in real life. Swing and a miss, strike 3, the inning is over. But Ben Zobrist breaks the tie with the solo home run. And it's 2-1 Texas. Leading off for the Knights against Yamamoto is Anthony Millo. He's hitting .213 with a homer and 11 RBIs. He's been hot of late. Trying to get that average up there. And he checks it, ball 1. As you can see, in his last 10 games, he's hitting .300. And he drives it, but foul. Fouls off the fastball. Count goes 1-2. And he swings and misses the slider on the outside corner for out number 1. First strikeout for Yamamoto. Here's the replay.
The designated hitter, number 31.
Just missed it. Batting ninth is Matthew Saps, designated hitter today. He's got 3 homers and 8 runs batted in from the number 9 hole, but his batting average is below the Mendoza line. Swings and misses at the slider, upstairs. Count evens at 1-1. He does have a modest 4-game hitting streak. And hits it foul. Count is 1-2. And hits it between the hole, between short and third for a base hit. His hitting streak jumps to 5 games.
Now batting.
Hard ground ball with eyes. And the lineup turns over. It's Max Lukelich who flied out in the first. And he fouls off the cutter in the dirt. Strike 1. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count evens. 1-1. He throws over to first. Saps is back. 1 out in the third. Texas leads 2-1. And he fouls the fastball. Count remains 1-2. Fouls off the fastball. Staying alive. He fouls it off down the first base line. Oh, and he swings and misses at the pitch inside for strike 3. Second strikeout for Yamamoto, second out in the inning. Don Mattingly flew out in the first. He's up there with a runner at first and 2 outs. And he checks it just off the plate inside. And he hits a lazy fly ball the other way. And he makes the catch for the final out of the third. So 3 innings complete. Texas has a 2-1 lead. Leading off, Minnie Minoso. He's 0 for 1 in the game. He lined out in the second. Joseph winds and pitches.
Nope.
He just misses low. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Swing and a miss at the curveball out in front. Sliders outside, 2-1 count. And he grounds it to terminate third base. Fields fires, got him. First out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ivan Rodriguez, who popped out in the second inning, he's 0 for 1. Steps up to the plate. He's hitting .311 on the season. And he pours in a strike. And fouls off the curveball. It's quickly 0-2. And he hits a line drive to center field, but O'Rourke is there. Makes the catch for the second out of the fourth.
Now batting.
Corey Dickerson singled in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. And he fouls off the fastball, 94 on the gun. Oh, and he hits it high and deep. That is off the wall. O'Rourke misplays. Wait, check that. LoCicero misplays it. O'Rourke backs him up. Gets it in the second quickly, but it's a walk-in, stand-up double for Corey Dickerson, his third of the season. Here's the replay. Line drive. If he had hit it a little higher, it would have gone out. So, with 2 outs, there is a runner in scoring position for Yasiel Puig, who's 0 for 1. And he hits the corner for strike 1. Yasiel Puig is seeing his first action of the campaign. And he fouls off the curveball, 2 strikes. And swings and misses at the 96-mile-an-hour fastball to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and after 3.5 innings of play, it's Texas 2, Bronx 1. The second baseman, Chris Ramos, who flied out in the first, he's 0 for 1, steps up to the plate. Against Yamamoto. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. In his last 9 games, Ramos has 10 runs batted in. He's been productive. And he fouls off the inside pitch, kind of tied him up there with the fastball. Count even at 1-1. And again, tied him up this time with the slider. Count goes 1-2. And he checks it. Count is even, 2-2. Count is full, 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Ramos leads off with a walk. They say that
center fielder.
When the first runner gets on in an inning, there's like north of a 60% chance that runner will come around and score. I don't know how true that stat is, but I certainly like it for it to be true. Solo homer for Mike O'Rourke. He's 1 for 1 in the game. He's up at the plate. Yamamoto deals. And it's a line drive foul, first base line. Mike O'Rourke has a 10-game hitting streak currently. Inside, 1-1. And he hits it foul. Count goes 1-2. Backs him off the plate with the cutter. Counts even 2-2. Still nobody out in the fourth. Ramos at first. And the pitch is outside the count. Goes full, 3-2. Will the runner be taking off on the full count pitch? I do not think so. I think he's going to stay put. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he hits it high and deep, but playable, right at the warning track in center field. Damon makes the catch for the first out of the inning. No advance. Ramos stays at first.
Now batting, shortstop.
Shortstop Jacob Salazar had a single in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. He steps up to the plate. And he drives it foul, way ahead of the fastball. Yet again, is out in front, fouls it off. Count is very quickly 0-2. And he floats it out to Puig in right field, who makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Ramos retreats back to first base.
Now batting, number 79.
Matt Termini, the third baseman, grounded out in the second. He steps up to the plate with 2 outs in the fourth. And the pitch is high, ball 1. Yesterday's game, he had a double. He was 1 for 4. The pitch is high, ball 2. Ball 3. Does he have the green light? No, he does not. Hands up. High strike, but a strike nonetheless. Now we have a hitter's count. Just really quickly, I want to show you guys. Options, gameplay. Hitting difficulty is all-star. Pitching difficulty is all-star. I'm going to have the difficulty setting on all-star, which is somewhere in the middle, until the all-star break. If I start winning tons and tons of games, I'll kick it up a notch. But otherwise, I'm going to keep it at this difficulty level. As you can see, I had 13 and 11. It seems to be right where I need it to be right now. Full count. No, check it. 3-1 count. And it's a base hit up through the middle. And with 2 outs, there are runners at first and second. Here's the replay.
The batter,
He just
number 38.
puts his head down, hits a ground ball back up through the box. Next up is Benny LoCicero. Grounded out, he's 0 for 1. And the cutter is in there for a strike. Benny LoCicero has 22 runs batted in so far this season. He's been hitting very well with runners in scoring position. Like now, for instance, as he hits it high and deep, that's Gonzo, a 3-run home run off the foul pole. His 4th of the season. He has 25 runs batted in, and just like that, it's a 2-run lead for the Bronx Knights. All with 2 outs. Beautiful. Look at this replay. Just pulls it. And I think it hit off the foul pole. Let's see. No, not the foul pole. Off of the welcome to the show sign. Well, with 2 outs in the fourth and a 2-run lead, Anthony Miller is up. Who pulls it foul. He struck out in the third. He's 0 for 1. And he has a strike. And he's out in front of the slider. Quickly, it's 0-2. He did have a double and an RBI in yesterday's contest. Pitch is high. It wasn't yesterday's contest. It was the last game, because that was actually the previous game was 2 days ago. He checks it. Slider's in the dirt. Count evens at 2-2. And he just late on the curveball, swings and misses. So the inning is over, but Benny LoCicero is the hero as he hits a 3-run homer to give the Knights a 4-2 lead. Leading off for the Texas Rangers is Bobby Dalbec, who lined out in the third inning. He's 0 for 1. And he pitches it low.
Ball 1, no strike.
Joseph has been economical with his pitches.
Nope, outside.
Perhaps not with this batter, as it goes 2-0. But he has been a victim of the home run ball so far this game.
Nope.
Ball 3.
That's inside.
On deck is Johnny Damon. This is the number 9 hitter. And he pours it in there for a strike. Slider in there, and the count is full. And he fouls off the fastball, 94 on the radar. Gun. Count remains full. Fouls off the changeup, just gets a piece to stay alive. And he hits it high and deep. It lands in the corner. Right field corner. Throws it into second. Man cuts it off. He walks into second base for a leadoff double. Bobby Dalbec's 7th double of the season. Here's the replay. Hits it the other way. Doesn't quite get around on the fastball, but drops it into the corner. Rolls to the wall. And slides into second with a double. Johnny Damon is up. Johnny Damon is 0 for 2 in today's game. And he hits it down the line again, but just foul. Strike 1. So it's the top of the 5th. Runner at second, scoring position. And Johnny Damon shoots it. A base hit. But the runner at second didn't know if Lukelich was going to catch it or not, so he had to hold up. And as a result, there's runners at first and third with nobody out. First and second, check that. So Ben Zobrist is 1 for 2. He had a solo home run in today's game. I'm sure he'd like to duplicate his results here. But instead, he pops it up. It's probably going to be the infield fly rule is in effect. Mattingly makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Swing, first pitch swing seems like a wasted opportunity. Let's see. Ernie Banks, 2 for 2. A home run, an RBI single. He's got 20 ribbies on the season. He steps up to the plate. Strike 1 on the corner.
0-1's the count.
Tying run is at first base for the Texas Rangers. Oh, and he hits it high and deep. And it's gone for a 3-run homer by Ernie Banks. And suddenly, the Texas Rangers have a 1-run lead. That's Banks' 6th home run of the season. And the fans are silenced. Here's the replay. Hits it the other way, down the line, short porch. And it finds its way into the seats. Suddenly, the Texas Rangers have a lead. Eddie Murray steps up. And he hits a fly ball the other way. Lukelich is there to make the catch for the second out of the inning. There's no one warming up in the Bronx Knights bullpen yet.
Now batting.
Minnie Minoso is 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. And the curveball is outside for ball one. Strike one, count evens. And he just gets a piece of the slider, fouls it off. Count is 1-2. And he fists it down the first base line, but it's foul. Patrick Joseph has not had a great start. Fouls off the fastball. He's had stuff, but he's been inconsistent, and the long ball has tortured him. And he pulls the curveball down the line. Count remains 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball for strike three. Patrick Joseph mows him down, but not before Ernie Banks hits this 3-run homer to give the Rangers a 5-4 lead. Leading off for the Knights is Matthew Saps.
Leading off for the Knights.
Bullpen is active.
The designated hitter.
Saps is 1 for 1 with a single. And he hits a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. And Saps leads off with his second hit of the game. Sometimes it's not how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it.
Number 39.
See if the pitcher had any chance. Pitcher just bounces it over the pitcher's head and right over the second base bag for a single. Leading off, Lukelich, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. His batting average is just at the 300 mark. And it's low. Gets away momentarily from Ivan Rodriguez, but Saps isn't going anywhere. Count is 1-0. And he throws over, Saps gets back. Outside, ball 2. Outside, ball 3. He has the red light. I am not swinging at this pitch. And it drops in to the strike zone. Hitters count 3-1. I'm sure the handcuffs are now off. And he laces it foul. And the pitcher fights back to a full count, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. And he hits a line drive, base hit to right field. Runners at first and second, and nobody out. The Knights are threatening. Here's the replay. High leg kick. One-handed swing. Don Mattingly steps up with a runner in scoring position in the 5th inning. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 flyouts. And he hits it line drive, but foul. Low and inside. Count evens at 1-1. Mattingly's batting average with runners in scoring position this season is well over 400. And the pitch is low. Count goes 2-1.
That's ball 3.
Count goes 3-1. Hitters count.
3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Chris Ramos is on deck. Yamamoto is pitching himself into trouble. And he gets him to pop it up in the infield. Infield fly rule is in effect. Second baseman Zobrist makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Now back, second baseman,
Chris Ramos is 0 for 1 with a walk. He didn't score a run. And the pitch is low. Cut fastball, ball 1. Chris Ramos is 9 for his last 21 for a 429 clip. And he checks it. Fastball's low. Count is 2-0. Yamamoto continues to fall behind hitters. And he hits it deep but foul. Count is 2-1. And he hits it high and deep. Is it fair or foul? It's off the foul pole. It's Gonzo, a 3-run home run. Ramos' 7th homer of the season. And they again lead by 2. This is a back and forth contest, ladies and gentlemen. Don Mattingly, also the manager of the Bronx Knights, gives him a hand. Let's see the replay. Yamamoto just kept throwing, getting behind hitters, and then he's got to come back in, and it just hits the foul pole. And you can hear it. And that'll be all for Yamamoto as the manager comes out to make a pitching change.
Your attention, please.
In relief, Michael Kopech, making his 11th appearance on the season. His record is 2-1 with a 5.79 earned run average. Right-handed batters are roasting him this season. They're hitting .436. Michael O'Rourke is up. He's got a solo home run today. He's 1 for 2. And he swings at the high fastball, triple digits, 100 on the radar gun. He throws a fastball low. Count is even 1-1. Bronx Knights 7-5. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out. Base is empty. And the pitch is low. His changeup is 86 miles an hour. That's some pitcher's fastball. And he fouls off the fastball yet again, triple digits. Count is even at 2-2. And the pitch is low. Count is full, 3-2. Oh, and he grounds it. Hard ground ball to Murray at first. He takes it himself to the bag for the second out of the inning. Well, line score for Yamamoto is 4 1/3 inning. He gave up 8 hits and 7 earned runs. Not a pretty line score. It's a day he'd like to forget. Jacob Salazar had a single in the second inning. He's 1 for 2. Steps up. Take his hacks. And he swings over the top of the changeup for strike 1. The bullpen is active for the Rangers. 2 right-handers. Sliders inside. Count is even at 1-1. And he hits the changeup foul.
Nope, that's down.
Fastball is low. Count even 2-2. And he couldn't get around on the fastball. Foul ball. Inside, full count. Matt Termini is on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch. And it's inside for ball 4. And he walks the batter. Salazar is at first base. 2 outs in the 5th.
Now batting, number 79.
So Matt Termini is up. He has a single and a run scored today. He's 1 for 2. And he goes after the high fastball and swings and misses. In his last 6 games, Termini has 5 runs batted in, so he's been productive. He just gets a piece of the changeup, scrapes it off the carpet. Count is quickly 0-2. Fouls off the fastball. Outside, ball 1. And Don Mattingly was the manager of the Dodgers, manager of the Marlins. And he flies it, lazy fly ball to right field. Yasiel Puig chases it down for the final out of the inning, but not before Chris Ramos strikes for a 3-run homer. And at the end of 5 innings of play, it's Bronx 7, Texas 5. Okay, I'm going to go to the bullpen. And warm up Bumgarner, warm up Telly. If he gets into any trouble at all, he's coming out. Pours it in there for strike 1. Ivan Rodriguez won the Gold Glove Award last year. And he laces it between first and second past the diving Mattingly. And he leads off Ivan Rodriguez with a hard single to right field. Last batter, I have a feeling. Strike 1, 94. He's still throwing with, you know. Corey Dickerson's 2 for 2. And the fastball's outside, counts even at 1-1. And he grounds it foul. Count is 1-2. And he grounds it through the hole between third and short for a base hit. Runners on first and second and nobody out in the top of the 6th. Here's the replay.
Number 66, Yasiel.
Doesn't get around on it, but hits it with authority. Sometimes, again, it's where you hit them. So, Yasiel Puig is 0 for 2, but I have a feeling there's going to be a pitching change. Bullpen. Righty, righty, lefty. Telly's going to come in to the game. Mattingly makes the call, asks for the right-hander. I mean, he's responsible for those runners on base, Joseph. So, whether or not he's eligible for the victory is, you know, a question unanswered at this point. He has 2 wins on the season, so.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So Telly Argios has not pitched well with the Bronx Knights so far. This is his 3rd appearance. He's only pitched 1 inning. His ERA is 18. But today will go a long way. Strike 1, 97 on the gun. A long way towards cementing his future on this team. Swing and a miss over the curveball. Count is quickly 0-2. And he just gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive. And he jams him. In on his hands, fouls it back to the screen. Count remains 0-2. And he hits a lazy fly ball to right field. LoCicero is there. He makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Runners do not advance.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Next up is Bobby Dalbec, who's 1 for 2 today. He hit a double, he scored a run. And the fastball is low. He has not hit well with runners in scoring position so far this season. Strike one, inside corner, 97 on the gun. Swing and a miss at the split finger fastball. Count is 1-2. Argios looks a lot more composed in this appearance. And perhaps I spoke too soon. O'Rourke is looking to chase it down, and it drops in for a double. 1 run scores on the RBI double by Dalbec, and it's a 7-6 ball game. That was his 8th double of the season. Just out of the range of the center fielder O'Rourke. Thought he had a chance of maybe running it down, but couldn't quite get there. Manager, bullpen. They'll bring in Bumgarner, but he's ready and waiting. But there's that new rule in baseball where you have to pitch against 3 batters before you can be replaced. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Damon is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. He has 2 runners in scoring position, a single, and they'll take the lead. Curveball down low. Damon is hitting .333 with runners in scoring position so far this season. This is a good spot. And he fouls off the splitter. 2 strikes. And he hits it foul. Count remains 1-2. And he gets a base hit to right field. LoCicero comes up throwing. The game is tied at 7. On the RBI single by Johnny Damon. And they're going to the bullpen.
Your attention, please.
This has been a back and forth game. Madison Bumgarner, this is his 4th appearance. He's got a .270 earned run average, 6 2/3 innings pitched. He does have a save on the season. Right now, he will be the pitcher of record. Fastball, strike one. Check that. He will not be the pitcher of record because I believe the runner on base is either Joseph is responsible, probably Argios is responsible for the runner at third. And he throws another fastball, and it's fouled off quickly. He's down 0-2. Ben Zobrist has a home run today. He's 1 for 3. And he jams him. Ramos makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. The runner does not come home on the pop out in the infield. There's 2 outs. Ernie Banks has 2 home runs today. He's 3 for 3. He has 4 runs batted in. He's got runners on 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. And he pours it in there for a strike. Madison Bumgarner showing no fear. He's a veteran pitcher with a lot of experience. His skills may have diminished by 2024, but strike 2 on the cutter. He's still Madison Bumgarner. And the pitch is high, ball 1, waste pitch. Just wanted to see if he could chase it. And he swings and misses at the cutter for strike 3. Side retired. So 5.5 complete. The ball game is tied at 7. This is a topsy-turvy game. Leading off, Benny LoCicero, he's 1 for 2. He had a 3-run home run in the 4th inning.
Number 38.
He's stepping in against Kopech. He throws ball 1, slider on the outside. Benny is hitting .346 in his last handful of games. And he hits it high and deep. And he catches it on the warning track for the first out of the inning. He made a bid for a second home run, but didn't quite get enough air underneath it. Anthony Miller has struck out twice in this contest. He's stepping in for his 3rd plate appearance. And he fouls off the fastball, strike 1.
No, that's down.
And the changeup is low. Count is even. Swing and a miss at the changeup. Count is 1-2. Slider outside, 2-2. He just gets a piece of it, pulls it foul. Count remains 2-2. Oh, hits him in the inside corner with the strike. Carries his bat back to the dugout. He struck out 3 times in today's game. Too close to take. There are 2 outs. Matt Saps is up. He's 2 for 2 today. And he breaks his bat. Pitcher fields, tosses to Eddie Murray at first, the final out of the 6th. 6 innings complete. The score is tied at 7. Eddie Murray is up, switch hitter, bats from the right side against the lefty Bumgarner. And the fastball just hits the corner for strike 1. And he fouls off the cutter, strike 2. And he hits it to short right field. LoCicero makes the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Vinny Minoso, he's 0 for 3. Steps up to the plate. Strike 1. And he fouls off the changeup, strike 2. Bumgarner proves that you don't have to throw 99 miles an hour in order to get batters out. You just have to north, south, east, west. And he hits a lazy fly ball to O'Rourke in center field, who makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Now batting. Catcher.
Ivan Rodriguez steps up. He's 1 for 3. And the cutter is high.
Ball 2.
And the curveball's in the dirt. It's 2-0. And he fouls it off. Count goes 2-1. And he fouls off the cutter back to the screen. Count is even at 2-2. And he hits a line drive to center field. A base hit with 2 outs in the 7th. Ivan Rodriguez is on first base with his second hit of the ball game. He's 2 for 4. Here's the replay. It's a flat curveball. Just laces it back through the Bronx. Here's another angle. Okay, manager, bullpen. Warm up Dylan Patances. We're going to warm him up. I'm sure Madison can get out of this inning. And he's late on the fastball and drives it foul for the first strike. Corey Dickerson is having a day. He's 3 for 3 with a double, 2 singles, and a run scored. And he hits a fly ball to LoCicero in right, who makes the catch to end the inning. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. The game is tied at 7. So the top of the lineup leads off against Reynaldo Lopez, who makes his 14th appearance of the season. His record is 3-0, but his ERA is 6.23. Max Lukulich steps in. He's got a single and a run scored. He's 1 for 3.
Number 39.
And he hits a high fly ball to deep left field. He makes the running catch. Puig. And there's 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Don Mattingly's 0 for 3. He steps up to the plate with 1 out in the 7th. And the changeup is in the inside corner for strike 1. Bullpen is active for the Texas Rangers, lefty and a righty, warming up. And he hits it high and deep. But right at the warning track, he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. That one had a chance.
Now batting, second baseman,
Chris Ramos is 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer today. Steps in for the Bronx Knights with 2 outs in the 7th. He checks it, but it's in there for a strike. And he fouls off the fastball the other way. Very quickly, the count goes 0-2.
Nope.
Pitch is outside. Ball 1. And he swings and misses at the changeup for strike 3. Bottom of the 7th is complete. Score is still tied. Gets into any trouble at all, we take him out. And he hits a line drive into the gap between second and short. Between left and right field. And Puig walks to second base with a leadoff double to start the 8th. That's his first double of the season. Here's the replay. He just goes with it and splits the outfielders. LoCicero tries to cut it off, but unsuccessful. So, manager, bullpen. Dellin is coming in. Let's put him in the game. So this is his 11th appearance. He's 0-2 with a 3.48 earned run average. He does have 16 strikeouts in 10 1/3 innings. He needs some strikeouts now. And he's late on it and hits it down the line foul for strike 1. Bobby Dalbec has 2 doubles and an RBI today. He also has a run scored. He's 2 for 3. And he swings over the top of the knuckle curve. There are 2 strikes. And he fouls it back to the screen. 98 on the radar gun. And he grounds it to Mattingly at first. The runner advances to third. He's 90 feet away. The go-ahead run. Dalbec did his job. Johnny Damon is up. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored. And he drives the 100-mile-an-hour fastball foul. He's hitting 357. The runner's in scoring position, and this is an RBI situation indeed. And he hits a deep fly ball to Lukulich in left. No chance to get the runner at the plate. And the Texas Rangers take an 8-7 lead. Johnny Damon's sacrifice fly. Ben Zobrist is up. Solo home run in the third inning is 1 for 4. And it's strike one on the inside corner. Career Zobrist versus Betances, he is 5 for 13. He does have 2 home runs against him. Oh, he makes a bid for a third. It's not a home run, but it's off the wall. And he walks into second base with a 2-out double. His hot hitting against Betances continues as he takes it the other way. We'll do a little mound visit. Calm Betances down. Say, listen, buddy, you know, you're a major leaguer. You throw 100 miles an hour. Okay? We have faith in you. Do you want to pitch around this guy? No, you don't? Okay. He's yours. Take him. Nobody's in the bullpen. And he hits a lazy fly ball on the first pitch to LoCicero and right, who makes the catch for the final out of the inning, but not before the Texas Rangers take a 1-run lead. 7.5 innings of play. Can they come back? I'm going to do it. Leading off, well, not leading off, coming into pitch for the Texas Rangers is Daniel Norris, who in 5 games this season has a 3.18 earned run average. Michael O'Rourke, solo home run in the third. He's 1 for 3. Manager, bullpen. Stretch and toss. Stretch and toss, John Smoltz, just in case.
Nope.
And the pitch is high, ball 1. It's not a sellout here at Classic Yankee Stadium. It would have to be 50,000 plus for it to be a sellout. And the changeup is on the outside corner for strike 1. Ball 2. Count is 2-1. And he swings at the high fastball. Cannot resist. The count is even at 2-2. And he hits a hard ground ball to the second baseman, who boots it. And not in time. He cannot make the throw. It's an E4 on Zobrist. And they get the leadoff man on. Jacob Salazar steps up to the plate. Jacob is 1 for 2 today. Switch hitter bats from the right side against the lefty, Norris. And the pitch is just high for ball 1. Throw over, O'Rourke is back in. Pitch is outside, ball 2. And he hits a line drive to the center fielder. It's deep, but Damon makes the catch on the edge of the warning track for the first out of the inning. No advance by O'Rourke at first base. He got good wood on it, but hit it right at the outfielder. Matt Termini, single and a run scored. He's 1 for 3. Steps up to the plate. Again, a throw over. He gets back in time. Another throw. Over first. And he hits a base hit to center field. Runners at first and third. Wait, no. O'Rourke is making his way over to third base, and he's in there. He goes from first to third on the hit to the center fielder. So Termini gets that runner over to third base The tying run is 90 feet away. Benny LoCicero steps up to the plate. The Rangers bullpen is active. He's got a 3-run homer in the 4th inning. And he pops him up in the infield, and the runner will not score. Oh, what a first pitch swinging and pops it up. My goodness.
Number 43.
Anthony Miller, who's 0 for 3 today.
Your attention, please.
Relief pitcher comes in, Archie Bradley. Archie Bradley has pitched 4 games this season. He has no earned runs on his record. Anthony Miller steps up. He struck out in the 6th. He's 0 for 3. And he checks it. Ball 1. Tying run is 90 feet away. The go-ahead run is at first. And he fouls off the fastball. 96 on the radar gun. Count is even at 1-1. Oh, and he hits him. He hits him. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Definitely not intentional. Gets him the fleshy part of the buttocks. He doesn't rub. Matthew Saps, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored today. He's up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. There's nowhere to put him. And he swings over the top of it. It's in the dirt, but no advance. Strike 1. And he hits a line drive, and it's caught by the outfielder for the final out of the inning. They leave the bases loaded, and at the end of 8 innings of play, it's the Texas Rangers 8, the Bronx Knights 7. So, leading off is Eddie Murray. He's 0 for 4 today. Betances is starting his 2nd inning of work. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Pouring the heat in now. And he grounds it up the middle. Base hit. Leadoff man is at first.
Now batting. Number 9.
Minnie Minoso. It's 0 for 4. And he hits a line drive, which is not caught. It goes all the way to the wall. O'Rourke throws it into 2nd. He rounds 3rd, but decides to hold him up. There's runners at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out in the top of the 9th. It's a 1-run game. Those are insurance runs. And I think that will be all for Dellin Betances. Minnie Minoso hits it the other way for his first hit of the game. Ivan Rodriguez is up. John Smoltz comes in.
Your attention, please.
So far this season, he's 1-0, 2 saves, 3.68 earned run average. He does have 12 strikeouts in 7 1/3 innings, so he's been effective in that regard. And if ever he needed a strikeout, he needs it now. Strike 1. Ivan Rodriguez is 2 for 4, 2 singles and a run scored. Just inside. Count evens at 1-1. Ron Rodriguez has been successful with runners in scoring position, hitting well over 400 on the season. Strike 2, 97 with a gun. And he just gets a piece, and it's foul. The runners stay put. And he jams him, but he fouls it back to the screens. Count remains 1-2. And he throws him the splitter. He's behind on it. Foul ball. Fouls it back. He's battling him. And he hits a... Oh, it drops in. It drops in, but nobody comes home to score. They weren't sure if Salazar was going to make the catch. Did not want to get caught off the bag. So he stays at third. Salazar gets it in quickly. The bases are loaded with Texas Rangers with nobody out. Corey Dickerson is up. He's 3 for 4. Smoltz throws a strike. Start off the at-bat. The bullpen is quiet for the Knights. This is it. Throws him a slider. He pulls it foul. Quickly, there are 2 strikes on Corey Dickerson.
Ball 1.
Pitch is high. Ball 1.
1 and 2.
And he swings over the top of the split-fingered fastball for the first out of the inning. Boy, did he need that. Yasiel Puig has a double today and a run scored. He's 1 for 4. He's up there with the bases loaded and 1 out. The Texas Rangers already have a 1-run lead. They'd like to pad their lead. And he swings and misses at the fastball for strike 1. John Smoltz is a Hall of Fame pitcher. He's been in these situations before. And he's been successful. Swing and a miss. 99 on the radar gun for strike 2. And he swings into the slider out of the zone for strike 3. That's 2 outs. My goodness. Here's the replay. Just disappears off the plate. And he looks baffled. Next up, Bobby Dalbec. He's 2 for 4 today with 2 doubles. So he is a threat. And he hits a hard ground ball foul. And it's just off the plate. He checks his swing. Count evens at 1-1. Nowhere to put him. Base is full. 2 outs. Count is 1-1. Strike 2. Ivan Rodriguez at first, Minnie Minoso at second, Eddie Murray at third. Dalbec is at the plate. John Smoltz needs 1 more strike. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side and comes in from the bullpen and gets out of the jam. It's still a 1-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 9th. It's Texas 8, Bronx Knights 2nd, 7. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to win. Eric Gagne, the legendary closer, has pitched 7 games this season. He's had saved 6 out of 7 games. Max Lukulich, who's got a single and a run scored, he's 1 for 4, steps up. He's looking to do whatever he can to get on base. And he swings over the top of the curveball, way out in front for strike 1. And he pulls it foul. Quickly, there are 2 strikes. Inside ball 1.
2 strikes.
Oh, and he catches him on the outside corner with the fastball for out number 1. Don Mattingly's 0 for 4 today. He steps in, 1 out in the 9th. He knows he needs to get on base. And he swings at the first pitch and pops it way up the elevator shaft. 4 strike 2 for out number 2. They are down to their final out of the ball game. Chris Ramos is up there. He's 1 for 3. He had a 3-run homer in this game. There's 2 outs in the 9th. And he throws the ball. And the fastball is low. Count is 2-0 against Chris Ramos. Pitch is high, ball 3. Michael Rourke is on deck. Michael Rourke's already hit a home run today. Strike number 1. Count is 3-1, hitter's count. If it's good, he's swinging. But it's not. It's ball 4 with 2 outs in the 9th. Ramos walks. The tying run is at first base. Michael O'Rourke steps up to the plate. Michael has a solo homer in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 4. And the pitch is high, ball 1. And he fouls off the fastball. Count evens at 1-1. And he hits it line drive, but right into the glove of the second baseman for the final out of the game. Texas wins 8-7. Oh, the team is 13-12 after 25 games. They were swept 4 straight by the Texas Rangers earlier in the season at Texas, and the first game of a 3-game set at Yankee Stadium, Texas comes from behind to win the game. So, Texas, 8 runs, 18 hits, 1 error. Bronx Knights, 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Ernie Banks was the player of the game. He was 3 for 5 with 2 homers and 4 runs batted in. Reynaldo Lopez is the winning pitcher. Madison Bumgarner is the loser. Eric Gagne records his 6th save of the season. So here we are. First game of a 3-game set against Texas. The Bronx Knights lose 8-7. This is Bronx Knights baseball. I will do better. I will win the division. Long season. Thank you for watching. I am RC Robbin. Please like and subscribe. This channel is not just known for baseball games and for me doing play-by-play, but me and a few friends play Dungeons and Dragons on Monday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please keep an eye out for that as well. But that's all she wrote. I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.